NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Allen now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now Allen to throw. Throwing again. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Now Saquon Barkley, a man who played collegiately here in the Keystone State. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
On second down, here's Barkley. They get 8 yards back there. They could use another one of those now on 3rd and 7.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He's going to loft one. Deep left side. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, 43 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in after 1. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. From the gun, it's Wentz. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
X3, 218, chop it.
Now Wentz. The Sanders has got it complete. It'll be a gain of 4. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So
rush coming, and he's taken down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now left side on this swing pass. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That second down play nets a -4. And that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 17 yards and a first down for Philly. Wentz now on first down. This short throw caught by Goddard. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch.
It's a second down run with Sanders. Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, 58 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Point after, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
These two teams all tied after one.
Brown 80. 50, Max, 50. You must be drinking.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Brown 80.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Swiley, 64, weak.
On 2nd down, Barkley pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, and you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. Got a man, Slayton. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there, because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big run there, 29 yards and a 1st.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10. The Eagles 17-yard line.
Recon, 132 fighter. Rush in, rush in, rush in. 49. Monday. 49, check 49. Under 10, under 10, 10. Check 13. Check, pass. Check, go.
On 2nd down now, Barkley. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The 2nd down play, not much better than the 1st, just a gain of 1 there. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Catch made by Slayton. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Giants have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
25-yard line.
Done.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Here's Sanders. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down.
Empty. Watch the run. Watch the run. It's south, baby. That's Baden south. Topper. Hey, Lou.
Going for it with Sanders. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Working from the gun, Wentz. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Allen going to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Past the 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Alert! He's scared. Jump. General West. Alert! Here we go.
To the air. Allen. Escaping. Touchdown, Giants.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, and it can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. This is fielded at the goal line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Touchdown!
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will it be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Come on, fellas.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. To throw, it's Wentz. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
For Eagles, first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
57. Here we go, here we go. He's coming. Double up, double up.
And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Here we go, here we go. In your face. Watch the safety creep. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Showing it, showing it.
Now Wentz again. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Here we go, here we go.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Throwing is Wentz. Flushed out right. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And it's third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Hey, Charlie. 56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Shift, shift. Black, come on.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lorenzo Carter drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline.
The Giants take over
Let's go,
first
do
and
it.
10 at their own 43-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. And that's going to leave him with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. On first down, Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Throwing now is Allen. Complete. He finds Brain. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Allen to throw once more. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Wentz now on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Wentz now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
56 on travel.
Wentz to throw again. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It's a gain of 5. And that'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Again, it's Wentz. And that's complete to Adams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants 16.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 17-yard line.
Here we go. 180. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
Here's Wentz to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Parker, the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
It's caught by Sanders. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll run with Sanders. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, second and goal.
A pickup of 2 brings up second and goal at the 2-yard line.
6-6, pull it high. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that.
A quick throw. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to bring up an interesting third and goal. Now wins. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down.
74, 74. 56, Mike. 5.
Month 56. Month 56. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a...
Wentz going to go on 4th down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Davante Adams there to make the grab. And the Eagles get a score closer.
4th and goal, and they found a way to throw it in the end zone for a touchdown.
And these defenses, they just like 3 downs, get off the field. But here they had to go 4, couldn't get it done.
Mentally prepared to go that 4th down.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
On 2nd down, Barkley. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
And it's 3rd down.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
81.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. This short throw caught by Goddard. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
At the 35-yard line.
On play action, Wentz. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
sack.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. To throw is Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
Okay, 57. 56 to Mike. Smooth. 56 to Mike. Think you gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this? Check 3, check 3.
Wentz to throw for it on 4th. And he's going to be sacked back on his side of the field at the 44. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Double time, double time. 4 down, 4 down. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. Half 85, half 85. Hey, tight, tight, tight.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, there's no doubt in my mind that he dreamed of this. How about this for your debut? 2nd sack in the opener.
Yeah, it's great to get 1. That's memorable. 2? Hello.
Well, he dreamed about it. He thought about it. Did he ever expect it to happen? Probably not.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now Allen. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
5 yards on the
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he finds a man. It's Martin. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
56, check 56. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, Monday. You don't want it. Check, crunch, crunch, crunch. 56.
Allen going to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Rasul Douglas picks it. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Throwing on first is Wentz. Looking for the end zone. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Well, big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
Mike. Brown 80. Blue there. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Slam. Check me home. Bang. Hey, tight. Let's go.
Now Saquon Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
36. Middle. Check 24.
This is Barkley. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Here, regular. Big go.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
Check. 56, the mark, boys. 56. Check 56. Jordy. Tighten up. Hey, switch gears. 56. Hey, Bun. Right there, 56. Don't get nervous. Watch that. Switch. Wide. Hey, staff. Switch up.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Wentz on the draw, leaves it for Sanders. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Let's go.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. But now I'm listening to you. So for the Giants, not much to